SMEs never had an opportunity to raise the equity capital. They were never had access to the capital markets, and that is where the SME exchange is trying to fill that gap. And all of us know that there is a better ratios of debt and equity is necessary if the companies uh, balance sheets to look healthier, and and that is where these SMEs can take advantage, come to the SME exchange, raise the equity capital. And other thing is, listing of the SMEs on exchange is going to help them in their valuation of the company, and also these SMEs are going to unleash uh, their valuation medium to long term and generate a lot of wealth generation that can happen. And these SMEs will get better visibility among the investors and better visibility in the media and public life. And the transparency and corporate governance of these companies are going to improve manifold. And SMEs, will have also easy access to alternate funding options once they are listed. The repose of faith by the domestic and foreign investors is very high on listed companies. And one good thing we are doing is to help the SMEs. 3 years profit making criteria, we have already wiped it off. When any good track record of 1 or 2 years should be sufficient for the listing of the SMEs on BSE SME exchange. Listing of SMEs on the SME exchange and raising of equity capital is a new concept as far as SMEs is concerned. The promoters and the management of the SMEs are generally not well versed with the practices of the capital markets and how it is going to help them in medium to long run in valuation, as well as also wealth creation and all those aspects. So on our part, we are trying to reach out to all the SME clusters spread across nook and corner of the country. It will take some time to reach out to them and convince these promoters for coming for listing. So we don't expect a very head start, but the start may be slow. But we are hopeful that this will pick up down the line very fast. And this platform should be a very good platform in a couple of years' time. We had conducted more than 15 seminars so far, I think close to 20 seminars in about 10 states. We have been interacting with SMEs, otherwise also on online platforms as well as through media platforms and various platforms, and we have been receiving a lot of inquiries from the SMEs from various parts of the country. And we are meeting a lot of SMEs as part of these seminars, because these seminars are meant for the SMEs. And so far about 50 companies have come forward very seriously. They have been interacting with the market intermediaries like merchant bankers and various members for market making, and the discussions are at different stages. Some are at advanced stage of discussions and conclusion for signing their mandates. Some have already signed the mandates. In some cases already the offer documents are getting ready. And I would say that these companies should get listed in next 3 months. Okay. And once we start the platform, within 3 months, this company should get listed. Any company with post-issue paid-up capital less than 10 crores, they have to list on the SME exchange. And between 10 and 25 crores, they have been given option. If they want to list on SME exchange, they can list on SME exchange. If they want to list on main board, they can go for the main board also. And beyond 25 crores, they have to go on the main board. And other important thing is here, as far as listing is concerned, there is need for only 50 investors, and each investor has to invest minimum 1 lakh rupees. The paid up capital could be as low as 50 lakh rupees. And other advantages are like normally on the main board, the procedure takes anything could be from 8 to 9 months to could be even more than a year also. The reason is, there are certain procedures like filing of DRHP, then getting in principle approval from the exchange, then in principle approval from the regulator SEBI, then they have to issue a public notice for 1 month and keep it open for more than a month. So these 4 steps are done. After that only the RHP can be filed on the main board. As far as the SME's listing on SME exchange is concerned, these 4 steps have been wiped off. I mean, filing of DRHP, in principle approvals and public notice. This saves considerable time. I think it saves almost, it could save up to 6 months time it could save for the IPOs. And here the IPO on SME exchange could be brought in couple of months, it can be brought. That way here it is going to be very fast. There is no need for a SEBI approval, only intimation would be sufficient. And normally what happens is the merchant banker can file the RHP with due diligence certificate, and the exchange approval would be sufficient for as far as listing on SME exchange is concerned. There is differentiation is definitely going to be there. The requirements of the SMEs are totally different from the requirement of the big companies. So considering the delicacies involved with the sensitivities involved with the SMEs, this SME platform is designed so that successfully they can be listed. There is a market making in the secondary market and liquidity. There is help on liquidity issues, and likewise there have been hand holding. So SME exchange is a one step. It's, you can say, one step before main board IPO. These companies will be given a hand holding, nurturing for 3 years, and they can at appropriate time migrate to the main board. Similarly, the companies on the main board which are having paid up capital less than 25 crores, they are also being given option to migrate to the SME exchange if they want to. Because there are a lot of liquid scripts on the main board, and if these companies want to have a hand holding, market making and liquidity in these scripts, they can as well think of migrating. And there are also compliances also comes down if these companies migrate to the SME exchange. So we have provision for migrating from SME exchange to main board, as well as main board companies, if their paid up capital is less than 25 crores, they can also migrate to the SME exchange.